So the housing market has really picked up this spring, and that means people looking to buy are finding themselves in stressful bidding wars. Let's take a look at what's happening in the real estate market with Ron Citron of Long and Foster. Thanks for being here, Ron.
Thank you.
It seems things are great for sellers now, but not so great for buyers.
Yeah, it's a tough month. When we look back to March, there were very few new listings coming on the market. When we fast forward to April, a lot of listings came on, and that was great for the buyers who were able to get homes. But it's still a really tight market out there. When you look at the number of homes that are for sale versus the number that are under contract, it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. That means for every house for sale, there's one under contract right now, and that's a tight market. That's tough for buyers, but from a seller's perspective, it's really good because it means homes are selling fast, and many of them are getting more than one offer.
So what advice do you have for sellers who maybe hear this and say now is the time they should sell?
Yeah. So from a seller's perspective, the first thing to recognize is April 2018. If you listed then, your timing was perfect because it was just such a great month because there wasn't enough homes on the market at the beginning of the month and the threat of rising interest rates. Going forward, the goal of any seller really is to see, get the most that someone's willing to pay for their house. So what you want to do is make sure you price it right, present it right, and then get it on the market, get enough people through, get enough offers that you feel that whatever the most a buyer was willing to pay, whatever that top dollar is, once you feel it's presented itself, then you're in a position as a seller to go ahead and accept that offer with confidence.
It's almost like people around here expect bidding wars.
It's, because we see it so much and hear about it so much, there is some truth to that. But the one thing I would caution all sellers is you really want to see the proof for your specific neighborhood before you think that's going to happen. For example, some neighborhoods don't get them as much as others, and other price points don't get them as much as others. So you really want to be specific to your market and your price point to make sure that you are getting them. Also keep in mind, not all bidding wars are equal. Some they'll go up in increments of 1 or 2,000, and some they'll go up in increments of 20 or 40,000. So there's a big difference there as well.
So what's your best advice for buyers to stay competitive when there's a lot of competition out there?
Yeah, so from a buyer's perspective, April was a tough month, and for those that were able to get a house, congratulations. Statistically, what will happen as we get the later part of May and June, the market should ease a little bit. So as we're in this phase now, just a couple things to keep in mind. One is sellers are looking for as few, the lowest number of contingencies as possible, and the two big ones are the financing contingency, which if you can get very comfortable with your lender and are comfortable dropping that, that's one way of going. The other thing is inspections always scare sellers. So to the extent you can do a pre-inspection and make your offer non-contingent on an inspection, that's a great thing as well. But ultimately it comes down to price. So if you see a house and you love it and there's other people bidding on it as well, you just want to get comfortable with whatever it is that the most you're willing to pay is.
Okay, and briefly, Ron, what are some of the hottest spots? Where does everybody want to live or buy?
Yeah, well, we've been working with a number of clients right now where we're encountering multiple offers and seeing our sellers get them as well. Some of those have been in the close-in Bethesda neighborhoods where somewhere between 30 and 40% of those homes that listed recently got more than one offer. Also in DC is just super hot. We're seeing a lot of that as well. PG County is very hot. That's one of the neighborhoods where you're seeing even more homes under contract than are available for sale. So right now, I think DC is just enjoying a really nice seller's market.
Okay, thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Ron Citron with Long and Foster. Follow him on Facebook or on his blog at roncitron.com.